Good evening. Today we'll be explaining how we are taking the data out of a motor and taking the data same into a Mitsubishi PLC, and then through that Mitsubishi PLC we'll be sending the data to an industrial gateway. From this industrial gateway we will be looking at this gateway over our laptops and how we can see the data over a wireless system. Please come on, if you can see here. So we have a motor here, right? What we are going to do is, we will be switching on the motor, and when we switch on the motor, right, the motor RPM would be collected here at the encoder level. This encoder here is connected to the Mitsubishi FX5U PLC. Now if you can see here, this Mitsubishi FX5U PLC is connected to an industrial gateway here, right? What we are going to do here is, this industrial gateway is connected through our laptop through wireless. Now let me just log in into this industrial gateway. We would just log in into the gateway. Now here you can see we have a Mitsubishi adapter file. What we are going to do is, we will open up the execution config, which is open here already. Now if you can just look into this config file, what we have here is, we have the PLC IP, we have the PLC port number, and then we have the adapter port number. Going below here you can see what are the parameters that we are going to capture from this motor. We have the motor on off switch status, encoder status, motor cycle count, right? So now if you can see how we are going to see this data, we would be seeing this data through a command line. Once we execute this file, once you execute this command, you can see this is coming. Now what we will do here is, we will switch on the motor. So here you can see we have switched on the motor, and now if you see the earlier value which was 0, which has now turned into 1. Motor which was on off earlier, it has now turned to 1 value, which was on. Again we have reset the counter. You can see here. Now let me just give you another example. Now